guys, welcome back to another Aquatics video. In today's video, we're going to be heading to Seaworld, Orlando. We're not actually going there in the future. This video is actually filmed in the past. When we went to Aquatics Orlando here in the summertime, it's been quite a bit ago. We went there for about a week, did a whole bunch of different aquarium adventures, things like that. I got plenty more videos from Florida that I still gotta edit and publish, but this is just the first one to get done. So we're gonna be heading to Orlando, going through everything. It's gonna be a lot of fun, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into it right away. Alright, we are here at Seaworld doing a little bit of voiceover for this YouTube video. We were just driving in a rental car. You can see the big old Seaworld sign out front. Here is a little cool lagoon, I would call it. It has a cool, really cool lighthouse on there. Obviously it has a Seaworld branding. Has a really cool painting on the outside as well. Not much livestock in there. I tried to look around. There's not much live, but kind of just a really neat waterway with a whole bunch of different types of bushes and trees and stuff kind of in the middle of it. Kind of cool. I'm assuming this is probably freshwater or saltwater. I'm not too positive. Here's the roller coaster. Roller coaster was really cool. Has the huge old roller coaster. Kind of sucked we didn't have enough time to go do all that stuff. We just barely had enough time to go through and see all the different animals and stuff. When we left, it was dark. So we had a lot of fun looking at all the animals. But there's the roller coaster going flying by with all the water getting sprayed out. Kind of cool. Here are the flamingos. So the flamingos, there's got to be about 50 of them in there in this little cage thing. Kind of really cool. Actually, some fun facts about the flamingos is their nests are made out of mud. That's why I see actually a little bit of mud nest in there. Kind of cool. And flamingos get their pink color from actually eating what they eat. So all their different types of fish they eat, that's how they get their pink color. There's one sleeping there. Here's the stingray exhibit. So the stingrays, there was a whole bunch of different types of stingrays in there. There were some whiptail stingrays, there were some butterfly rays, there were some spotted eagles, there were some shark rays, some giant guitar fish, some white blotched river rays, and some olates river rays. So there was a whole bunch of, just a whole variety of river rays, a whole bunch of different types of stingrays, things like that in that lagoon. Here's the dolphins. Dolphins are doing their thing, swimming around, really cool. These were bottlenose dolphins. They can grow up to 2 to 13 feet. So there are some big old dolphins for sure. These guys can weigh up to 1,300 pounds. So these are no little small animals. These are some big boys. And females give birth every 3 to 6 years. So these guys do not give birth as often as other types of animals. Here was the bottlenose exhibit. So they have all their dolphin shows here. You can see their trainers standing there with all their dolphins, feeding them, giving them treats, rewards. But these dolphins were super cool. How they do training. Actually, some training people that train dolphins, they can detect underwater mines and enemy swimmers. So the dolphins are really cool with how they detect underwater and everything like that. These you guys can see them doing all their cool little tricks. Jumping upside down right there, look at that, doing jumps, doing just really cool things. These were really cool. They had some really high energy music that ended up looking really cool. There's that dolphin going backwards. That was pretty cool. But all these dolphins are just doing different types of tricks that they've been trained for hours and hours and hours training. All around SeaWorld, they had really cool plants, really decorative. Super cool plants growing. They must have a lot of gardeners gardening, but man, it was really cool. There's a stroller there too. Here are some more dolphins. So one thing that was really cool about how SeaWorld did everything is they had viewing panels on everything. So we saw the dolphins swimming around earlier, but now we see them doing swimming on underwater panels. So that was really cool. Here are the manatees. Fun facts about these guys never leave the water ever. They are always constantly in the water. They hold their breath up to 5 minutes so they can go underwater. And explore all those different types of things. They're more related to elephants than any sort of marine creature, which is really kind of a cool fact with these guys. There was a good variety of how many they had here. They had the big exhibit. They had some quarantine ones that looks like that as well. This guy's doing some weird green things. I thought that was kind of cool to keep that in the video. There's a little pacu fish, very common in the aquarium hobby there. Obviously you can see some of just really cool exhibit here. Here are some gars. Gars are super cool. We had some different types of Florida gars. We had some pacu in this aquarium. Even on the very bottom, there was a red-tailed catfish, which was really cool. You guys can see the red-tailed catfish there. Just the whiskers. Here's a saltwater aquarium. I don't know much saltwater, but there's a little sea turtle in there. Actually, the cool fact about those guys is the temp dictates their sex of their babies. So if they have males or females, certain temperatures will will detect how they're gonna, like what males or females they're gonna have as offspring. Here's a little top view of all the saltwater fish with the saltwater turtles in there. There's actually 2 of them, I believe. I believe they're both rescues as well. Here are some of the gars there. The gar exhibit, a whole bunch of big old gars. These guys are probably 5 to 6 feet. Big old guys with a whole bunch of the manta rays there. Here are some American alligators. Pretty cool exhibit. They didn't have too many alligators, but those guys were really cool as well. Here's a little saltwater, something you guys can very easily replicate yourself at your home aquarium, but just a lot of money, obviously. Here are some Gantholon species, black and yellow. Never heard of those guys before, but those guys are really cool. There's a stingray as well. This was a little saltwater aquarium. There's some more jellyfish. They had a really cool circle kind of aquarium thing for the jellyfish. Really, really cool. Here's an aquarium above our head. So we're standing there. This is straight above our head. They had a really cool aquarium above our head, and they had an aquarium below our feet. So you can see the kids walking around enjoying all the fish below us as well. So there's some stingrays. Really, really cool as well. Fish below us and above us. Here's a really cool snow exhibit. Obviously in Florida, they're not gonna have, there's snow, they obviously have snow, so it's all fake obviously, but it was really, really cool how they did that. And that's where they had a whole bunch of different types of animals as well. Here are some harbor seals. These guys have huge eyes to see in the dark, deep waters. These guys can swim down about 500 feet, which is really, really crazy. Super, super crazy for those guys. They are very playful. They are very closely related to dogs and bears. You guys can see these 2 guys are fighting here. They're actually playing. They're not fighting, but this guy kind of looks like he was fighting, but I think they're more playing than fighting. These are super cool. We watch these guys forever. Here's another little saltwater aquarium. Has some different fish in there, has some different crabs, lobsters, things like that. This was the aquarium over our head. It was like a 360 above our head. It was really, really cool as well. Whole bunch of types of fish in this aquarium above our head. We actually were standing on this little sliding thing that would move us, and we didn't even walk. It just we slowly slid through it. It was really, really cool. There's a lionfish. I believe that was a lionfish aquarium. They had a couple of them, I believe. No, actually, this is just one of the big exhibits. This is not just a lionfish aquarium. You guys can see some sharks above. So just mixed in some lionfish throughout this one really large aquarium in here. Whole bunch of different colors in there as well. Super crazy. Here are a little bit more of schooling fish. I'm not too particular. I'm not too sure what kind of fish these are. Hey, yo, check this out. Here at Seaworld, like I said, look at the saltwater tank. It's really, really loud, so hopefully you guys can hear me well enough. But you guys can see the whole bunch of saltwater corals. I don't know anything about corals. A whole bunch of different types of saltwater fish. Pretty cool thing here. Alright, here's a soft shark. This aquarium was crazy. Accordingly, it's 700,000 gallons, which I thought was absolutely crazy. That's a lot of salt water. Here's some more stingrays doing their thing, swimming around. They have like a big circle kind of thing. You guys can see there's a bridge underneath. There's like 2 sides, kind of like a dog bone, but they're all circle for the stingrays to go around. Some really, really nice stingrays in there as well. It was super, super awesome with all the stingrays. Here's a little aquarium. They have some different types of discus in this aquarium, some nice plants. This was actually in the restaurant. Really, really cool in there. Some discus very up top. I believe they're just doing a water change on this aquarium. With some nice plants and stuff like that in there as well. Here's one of the big old aquariums they had right beside where you were eating. There was some probably 3 or 4 20 to 25, 30 feet aquarium, like glass pieces. You can see them all right there. And then that's actually where they have the aquarium you walk through. There's a big old shark. Really, really cool with the teeth looking at us. Really big sharks in there as well. Some schooling fish in there as well. Really, really cool. There's the big view like I was talking about. You can see all the people eating there. It's really cool to sit by right by the sharks and eat. Super, super cool. There are some more of the sharks. They had a good variety. This was an aquarium table, kind of like a bar table, but they had little stingrays in there. They had a couple other fish in there. And this was actually a table you would eat on top of. Really, really cool as well. There's some more of the stingrays. Kind of chucked in stingray videos kind of throughout this entire video. So they're kind of just in mixed places. But there's this stingray going around in a circle, giving us high fives. I swear they're trying to give us high fives. That was really, really cool. They went around multiple times, the stingrays, and did that cool thing, which is pretty cool to experience. There's like some sort of water slide, I believe it was. Like I said, we didn't do much of the sliding or like the different types of roller coasters, things like that. But it was super cool. There's some more flowers, like I was talking about. Every place you look. Yo, so we're still at Seaworld. It's approximately like 5:13. I haven't done much like vlogging, like talking to the camera, just because it's a lot of people, and right now people are looking at me like an idiot. But that's all right. I did a whole lot of kind of B-roll videos with music and things. So if you guys enjoyed that, if you guys want to see more content of me talking, let me know down in the comment section. And there are the killer whales. Super cool. These guys had to do their show as well. They obviously they have different different aquarium, they're not aquariums, but like exhibits where they can keep all the killer whales in the back. These guys are super cool with the big black and then the big white spots on those guys. But those guys are super cool. This was in a huge aquarium as well. I don't even consider this an aquarium. This is more like a pond. But this thing was huge. They had glass fronts in there and everything. They do their tricks obviously as well. All their different types of tricks. These guys are actually technically related to dolphins. These guys are built as big as a school bus. These things are absolutely huge. There's the glass panels you can see up front there. And here's just kind of a cool little video of the entire park from the outside. You can see the huge water volume, and I don't think there's anything in particular in there. But there are some different types of, I believe these are the Indo-Pacific humpback dolphins. These guys can weigh up to 330 to 510 pounds. These are some big old humpback dolphins. And here are some walruses. Males and females both have tusks. They live up to 40 years, swim up to 22 miles per hour at the fastest in water. These guys would kind of torpedo. You guys can see the torpedo coming at us, and then he would spin around and do another torpedo backwards. That was really cool. These guys get 9 to 12 feet long. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you have any other questions, leave them down in the comment section below. If you have any other concerns, any other thing else, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, all those good things. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace out, baby.